Once upon a time, in a small green village, there lived a boy named Danny. Danny was clever and strong, but he had one very bad habit. He was rude to everyone, even to tiny animals. He laughed at birds, scared cats, and destroyed anthills just for fun. Near Danny's house, under a large mango tree, lived a colony of hard-working ants. Every day, the ants carried food together and worked peacefully. They never harmed anyone. One sunny morning, Danny was walking home from school when he noticed the ants carrying small pieces of bread. "Look at these silly little creatures," Danny laughed loudly. He bent down and kicked dirt over the ants' path. Some ants fell, and others lost their food. The ants became frightened, but they quietly continued their work. The next day, Danny returned with a stick. He poked the ants' hill and broke part of it. "Ha ha! Run away, tiny ants!" he shouted. An old woman sitting nearby saw everything. She gently called Danny and said, "Son, never be cruel to small creatures. Even the tiniest life is important." But Danny rolled his eyes and replied rudely, "They are just ants. They do not matter." The old woman sighed sadly. A few days later, Danny went into the forest near the village to fly his new kite. The wind was strong, and the kite flew higher and higher. Suddenly, it got stuck in a tall tree. Danny climbed the tree quickly to get it back, but while reaching for the kite, his foot slipped. "Help! Help!" Danny cried.
He was too afraid to move. The branch was weak, and he could fall at any moment. Danny shouted loudly, but no one was nearby. At the bottom of the tree, there was a small hole full of ants. The same ants Danny had treated badly. The ants recognized him immediately. One little ant said, "This is the rude boy who destroyed our home." Another ant replied, "Yes, but he is in danger now." The queen ant spoke kindly. "We should help him. Kindness is always stronger than anger." So hundreds of ants marched together. They crawled over the tree trunk and began biting the branch that was trapping Danny's shirt. Little by little, the cloth tore free. Danny carefully climbed down the tree safely. When he reached the ground, he looked at the ants in surprise. "You helped me, even after I was mean to you?" Danny felt ashamed. He remembered the old woman's words.
"I am sorry," he said softly. "I was cruel and foolish." The ants continued moving peacefully, as if they had already forgiven him. From that day onward, Danny changed completely. He stopped hurting animals and insects. He even protected the ants from other children who tried to destroy their hill. Every morning, Danny placed tiny crumbs of bread near the mango tree for the ants. The old woman smiled proudly when she saw his kindness. Danny finally understood an important lesson. No creature is too small to deserve love and respect. And from then on, the rude boy became the kindest child in the village. Moral: always be kind to everyone, even the smallest creatures. Kindness always returns in beautiful ways.